Am I supposed to be looking at you or at the camera?
At the camera. But you don't have to stare at the camera the whole time, like the last person. But you just know you don't have to look directly at me the whole time.
Okay. Well, my name is Jaucque'ne. I'm 23 years old and I am managing my depression and my anxiety.
So what brought you here today?
You need some help, and I like to help people. And so I know it's a lot of people that deal with depression and anxiety and may not know how to deal with it.
Okay, so can you tell me your story?
Well, my depression and my anxiety started when I was 13 or 14 years old when my grandmother passed away. Like, it wasn't suddenly, but suddenly enough. And I just broke down and been broke down about it ever since.
Okay, so what aspects of your life did this affect? Like your family, friends, relationships, school, work?
It affected every single aspect of my life. I stopped eating. I stopped talking for a while. I started self-harming. It stopped me from going to work at some point. It affected my grades when I was in school.
So you said something about self-harming. Can you talk a little more about that?
When my grandmother passed away, after she passed away, I say maybe a month or two, maybe like a month and a half, I started to cut really bad because it was the only way that I could manage the pain, I guess. That's the way to manage it. It was the best way that I knew how to cope.
Gotcha. Would you say you were in denial about being depressed?
Absolutely.
And what did that look like?
Not believing that it was okay for me to be feeling what I was feeling. So instead of me saying, well, this is a part of life, this is how you grieve, or, grieving is normal. Like, no, this isn't happening to me. I'm not depressed, I'm fine, I'm okay. That big, broad umbrella of I'm fine was what it was for me.
So did other people know that you were depressed?
Yes and no. There was a select few people that knew that I was cutting and could tell that my body language is different, my personality was different. I wasn't really myself, but for the most part, nobody really knew until I told someone.
So those who didn't know, did they know with or without you telling them?
Everybody knew with. So if I wouldn't have told anybody that I wasn't feeling myself or that I was cutting or having anxiety, nobody would have known.
And did you have support? Did you feel like you could tell people? Why is it that you didn't really talk about it much?
I didn't feel like that I could tell anybody. And the people that I did actually tell, I didn't tell intentionally thinking okay, I need some help, so I'm going to tell somebody. It was kind of I just exploded, and it kind of, whoever was next to me at the moment got the bad end of it.
Did that ever help you at all? People knowing, or did that not change anything?
It did. Sometimes it didn't. Because if I was at a point to where I was really couldn't handle it, I could tell that person and they could talk to me for that moment, and I would be okay for that moment. But after that, I would still be depressed and feel bad.
Well, what would you say was the hardest part of dealing with this?
The hardest part of dealing with it would be feeling like that I had to deal with it by myself. That, for me, that was the biggest thing. Not having anybody to really lean on, or somebody that was constantly checking and making sure that I was okay, or asking if I was okay, or just being concerned.
So now this is the turnaround. This is where things may have started to improve and went into a positive direction. So when did things start to improve for you?
Things started to improve for me. It will be a year ago. It'll be a year in November.
And what made that happen?
I just hit a really, really low, rock bottom. And I kind of just had to sit down and have a talk with myself. I had to pray about it and really just get everything that I was feeling out into like the universe, into the world. I had to stop internalizing everything. I started to go to therapy. I started dating. So all that types of good stuff.
What was therapy like for you?
Therapy was good. It was good. It was exactly what I needed because I needed somebody that would, check on me or just be that support that I needed without me feeling like I was being judged or anything like that.
Okay. And I know that some people are like against therapy, just like because they're scared to go into that. Did you have a similar experience, or were you just open about it?
I've always been really open to therapy, but I did feel like there were some cons to it. Like, just say for instance, me being a black woman, how can I talk to a white man about what it is that I'm going through and the issues that I have? So in my case, I just made sure that I had a therapist that fit me. So my therapist is a black lady.
Yeah, okay. What else would you say you did to cope?
I write a lot. I write a lot. Because obviously I can't go to therapy every day. So whenever I feel like that I'm going to a place that I don't need to be in, I write about it and get it out. And after I close my journal, I don't go back to it. So that's just like me leaving it where it is. And if I don't feel like writing, then I pray about it. And once I'm done and I say that amen, it's gone.
So how is this progress reflected in your everyday life?
Well, I stopped cutting. I'm happier, way happier. And you can tell that I'm happier. I'm not in such like a dark place, not being so antisocial all the time. And it's really just being more open about everything instead of internalizing everything.
Okay, so what would you tell someone who feels like they're headed for depression?
That you are not by yourself and that you're way bigger than your depression. Depression is something that everybody can conquer with the right tools and the will to actually want to get through it. And the best thing that you can do is talk about it.
And what would you tell someone that's already suffering from depression?
The exact same thing. You're not in it by yourself, and if you want to get through it, you can get through it. And the best thing to do is to talk about it.
Is there anything else that you didn't get to say that you wanted to?
No. Okay. You got any questions that you want to ask that you didn't ask?
No, that's all I have. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, Kyle.